Hello everyone, Gigs here once again on the MineSaga Western realm. As you can see, my little iron farm behind me, I have lowered, or my iron golem farm, I have lowered my spawner a little bit so that I can make sure that they're falling straight in here rather than up on here. They still have plenty of space to come under here. If they're floating a little bit in water, they're not going to hit there and get stuck, so that's the main thing. I've only got 9 spawners there. Oops, it's all leveled up. I've only got 9 spawners there, so at the moment I don't need to expand that anymore. I think they stack up to around 250, 300-ish. So plenty of time to worry about space later on. In the meantime, they're making me a little bit of cash. Now I've also moved, I don't know if I did that, she was there last episode, she might have been. Gigs is here, so she's loading the iron golem spawner, and I've also moved the magma to under here so that she can load that as well. And you'll see we've got a few magma cubes building up there, so I can get my mob coins and upgrade all my spawners and get a little bit of XP from that. So I've got a nice amount of XP at the moment because I went and visited the XP mine, so I can use that for my runes. Now that's all well and great, and we've upped the levels on our cactus farm. Did a bit of a live stream yesterday and did a bit of my cactus farm, so that's up a little bit higher as well, which is great. Don't fall in the lava. Okay. But the thing I wanted to show you today is I have a little bit of a friend. So you'll see that I've got around 7 million, which isn't a huge amount, but I did have 20 million yesterday. That 7 million has come up overnight, but what I spent my 20 million on is a minion. So we now have, ta-da, a minion. Hello, little mini me, hello. So this little mini me can do stuff for us. So there are, we go into the control panel, so she can do nothing, which is what she's currently doing now. She can attack, she can do gen, which is like a cobble gen mode, and there's 2 other modes, which is attack ball, which you need to have a module for, which I have a module for, and a mine mode. I don't have a mine mode. I don't even know if that's available. A farm mode. I have a farm module. And a sell mode. I don't have a module for that yet. So, oops. Now possibly the mine mode. So last season we used to be able to put our little minions over here, and they would sit here, give them a pickaxe, and they would sit here and they would just mine away, and whatever came up in front of them they would mine it, and we would mine it, and we would attach it to a chest, and they would pop them in the chest, and we could sell whatever they were mining. We had rows of them just mining away cobble, and we were getting sponge in our cobble gens, and that was fantastic. But this season it's a little bit different, so I can have her sitting here and pop a pickaxe into her hand. I'm going to give her my silk touch. I'll give her my good one for now. Oops. We don't want to give her carrots. Inventory. We'll give her my good one for now. It shouldn't really make any difference because I'm going to get it back anyway. I also need to click to link a chest. So we'll click that. And we'll just punch that chest for now. Now we'll go back to her and we will tell her that we want her to be a gen. She is now in gen mode, and I don't know if you can tell on the screen, but that looks slightly enchanted, so we know that that's what she's doing. So escape back out of there, and if I pop into here, now I did already have some in here, but you can see it's starting to go up. So if I clear that, sold it, not much money. Go up there, we can see that she's generating a little bit of bits and pieces in there, and if I left her there, she would fill up this chest for me. My best bet is to do something like punch this chest here, so that if she was filling it up, it would all flow down and it could fill up all of those chests. I could leave her AFK doing that. So that's a handy little dandy feature. You're not going to make stacks and stacks of money out of that, and given I spent 20 million on her, it would take her a little while to make up her money, but still, she's making a little bit of money for me. Usually I wait till I can try and win some of these, but I really wanted one, so I spent the money. And I spent it while they're still a little bit cheap, because they will go up in price as the economy gets better and people make more money. So we're going to pick her up, and you'll see when I picked her up that it tells me that any upgrade costs, any items were returned and refunded. And if I go into my inventory, I have got my pickaxe back. So, and obviously her little egg. So the other one that she has is the farming module. Now I'm not 100% sure on how this one works. So I've got a few bits and pieces to play around with her. So the first thing is, oops, we need to click on her with farm mode. Click. We've unlocked the farm module, and we will go into here and we will go farm mode. And no, we don't want you doing that. So let's pick her back up again. Dunk. Pick up. And let's get rid of that water, because no. So that is not quite what we wanted her to do. So let's try plonking her back in the middle there. Let's do that underneath her. And what happens if we'll plant a carrot? And we will, oopsie daisy, farm on again, and then that. So we've done that. Do we need to attach her to a chest? Let's do the chest. Nothing special going on in there. So what happens if I give her carrots? Nope, can't give her carrots. What if I give her a hoe? You gonna do anything? If I grow your carrots up, will you do something? No? Not happening? Hello? What you doing? Okay. What if I give her a shovel? Can I give you a shovel? Does that help you? Yes? No? Okay, what if I give you a pick? You want a pick? Yes, no? No? Okay, so we obviously need to do some research on the farming, because that ain't working. Okay, so let's head on over to our little magma cubes over here, and let's test her attack. So if I give her a sword, give her a nice little sword, and let's click to link a chest. Oops. Oh. Now, if she was fighting mobs that had drops, she would plop those drops into the chest. But magma cubes don't have drops, so if we go to attack mode, oops, you'll see that she's actually not doing anything. If I push the magma cubes in front of her, she killed them. So in that mode, she's okay. If I had her sitting in an area where the mobs were coming directly in front of her, she would kill them and that would be fine. However, if I upgrade her to attack all and then activate her attack all, when we get... oh, and she's off. So you'll see that she moved there, and that was because the magma probably quickly spawned over there and we missed it, and she went running off to it to collect the magma and kill them, and there you go. Look how quickly she ran away and did that lot there. So good job, Ms. Gigs. So other things we can do with her is we can change her armor. So we can make her have pretty coloured leather armor. Last season we only had plain leather, iron and gold. So it's kind of nice that we have a little bit of options there, and we can make her wear a pretty set of armor. User access, I can actually give other users access to her inventory and bits and pieces. Probably have to be very careful if you're doing that you trust the person, because you don't want someone stealing your minion. Oops, no, I didn't want to do that. So other options we have in there is a minion name. So I can go Mini Gigs, and it's going to cost me 1 level, and you'll see that her name has changed to Mini Gigs. That is pretty much it, except for the fact that I can go into inventory, and if she is fighting mobs, I can collect the XP because she's collected the XP. So I go dink, and there it is in my hand in a bottle, oops, and I can just go, should I get it? Obviously not much XP because she was, she only fought a couple of little magmas there, but if I left her there while I was AFKing and she was killing away all these magmas, and eventually that would add up to a little bit. Again, that's something that's changed this season. When you used to collect the XP, you used to get it straight into your XP levels, so the fact that you now get it in bottles is something different. So that is kind of cool. Good job, Miss Gigs. So she's definitely a little handy thing to have. You do need to have someone near her loading her, so I couldn't log out and she won't load this chunk for me. So if I log out, my spawner would stop. Well, if I logged me and all my ults out, everything would stop working, she wouldn't load it and she would just sit there idle and not do anything. So definitely a handy little thing to have. I'm probably not at the point where she's going to make me lots of money, but she's definitely, while I'm not trying to kill the magmas for mob coins, and I don't need to at the moment, she's at least collecting a little bit of XP for me. Or if I want to make a little bit of money, and it's not a lot of money, you'd only get around 10 to 15,000 per double chest of ores and bits and pieces. I could have her being a gen. Now the other option mode that she has in her, running away from me to get them, there is a sell mode. I don't have that module yet, so I'm not quite sure how that one works, but if we get a sell mode, we'll check that out. Farm mode, I obviously still need to find out exactly how we get farm mode working. Maybe it's not properly working yet, or maybe I just don't know what I'm doing, so we'll work that one out. And then there's mine mode. Now mine mode, I suspect may be, and again I don't have that module, mine mode again I suspect might be attaching them to a cobble gen so that you can have them mining there. These cobble gens, as you level up your island, and I'm not sure what the level is for it. So look, right, I lost my good pick then. As you level up, the ores that you get in here change. So it would be that at some point, once I get my level high enough, I will start to get, say, solid diamond and emerald blocks. So that would then make her very valuable if she's able to mine those, because then she's mining solid blocks for you, which is quite handy. So that would be very good. So, but in the meantime, kind of nice having little mini gigs here, just collecting a little bit of XP for me, and that's kind of cool. So thank you very much for joining me in mini gigs for this episode. I hope it was a little bit of informative around the minions, although I realise I don't know everything. Off she goes. I hope it was nice to see a little bit of a glimpse. You have a great day.